All right, so let's jump right in. We're going to talk about a massive problem today. Imagine a government agency sitting on decades of absolutely critical knowledge, but nobody can get to it. The solution they landed on? Well, it's surprisingly fun, and frankly, it's brilliant.
No, seriously, just think about that for a moment. Every single decision, every legal ruling, all that hard-won wisdom from an entire government body just locked away. It's like it's trapped in a digital vault, totally inaccessible. And for one key agency, this wasn't a hypothetical. This was their everyday reality.
So, where does this all take place? We're talking about the Contraloría General de la República, or the CGR for short. And you can basically think of them as the supreme financial watchdog for an entire country.
Yeah, so this agency, it's the guardian of public spending and integrity. And over the years, decades, it has built up this incredible treasure trove of information, a complete history of its decisions, its findings, its legal thinking. It's an absolute goldmine.
And just look at the sheer scale of this problem. We're not talking about a couple of file cabinets here. We're talking about millions of documents, resolutions, audit reports, legal opinions, you name it. It's this amazing repository of institutional memory, but here's the catch. Without a map, without any way to dig into it, all that gold was basically worthless.
So what do? How do you even begin to solve a problem that big? Well, you bring in the heavy machinery. And in the 21st century, that means one thing: artificial intelligence.
Okay, so the first step was a technique called fine-tuning. The best way to think about it is like this. You take a really smart AI, one that already understands language, right? And you basically enroll it in a super specialized school, the CGR school. You train it on all their specific lingo, their internal procedures, all the little details that make the agency tick. So the AI doesn't just come out smart, it comes out specialized.
But then they bring in the real game changer. It's a tool called RAG, which stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. Think of RAG as a perfect research assistant with a photographic memory. Instead of just, making an educated guess, the AI first goes and finds the exact right documents from that massive library. Only then does it build an answer based on what it found. This is huge because it means every single answer is backed up by cold, hard, verifiable proof.
So, let's walk through how that actually works day to day. An official has a really complex question. They type it in. The system instantly retrieves all the relevant documents. Then the AI generates a super precise answer based only on those documents. And here's the best part. It shows you its work. It links you right to the original sources. It's fast, it's smart, and it's completely transparent. So that's it, right? Problem solved. The AI does all the heavy lifting, everyone gets instant answers, job done. Well, not so fast. Because this is where the story gets really, really interesting.
You see, as amazing as these AI models are, they're not perfect. They can still make mistakes, misinterpret a tricky legal phrase, get a date mixed up, or just miss a tiny bit of crucial context. And when you're the supreme audit agency for a country, close enough is not good enough. You need absolute precision. And for that, you still need a human.
And suddenly, they had a completely different and maybe even bigger problem on their hands. You've got millions of pieces of data that the AI has pulled out. Who is going to volunteer to do the incredibly boring job of checking the AI's work? How do you get busy professionals to sign up for that?
Well, this is where the project, which they perfectly named EUREKA, has its aha moment. Because the solution they came up with wasn't just clever. It was this beautiful, human-focused idea that honestly, nobody saw coming.
You see, the real stroke of genius here, it wasn't the AI. It wasn't the fancy algorithms. That was just the tool to get them started.
It was turning the entire validation process into a game.
Okay, let's play this out. Here's a real-world example. The AI scans an old document and pulls out some data. Now, Maria, who works in HR, she logs into the EUREKA game. She can't verify complex legal stuff, but she can easily check if names and dates are right. Boom. She validates them, earns some points. Simple. But then Carlos, from the legal team, he logs in, and he spots something subtle, a tiny error in how a law was cited. That's something only an expert would catch. For finding that mistake, he gets a massive point bonus. And here's the magic. The system learns from his correction, so the AI gets smarter. It won't make that same mistake again.
And they really went for it. This wasn't just a gimmick. It's a full-on game. You earn points for everything you do. You level up, going from a novice all the way to a guardian of knowledge. They've got daily and weekly missions, like validate 10 documents. You even earn digital badges, like Detector Expert, to show off on your internal profile. It's just a brilliant way to tap into that basic human desire for achievement, recognition, and yeah, a little bit of healthy competition.
But here's the thing. The most amazing part of the Eureka project wasn't just that they got a perfectly clean, accurate database. The real impact, the truly profound part, was how it changed the entire organization.
What this game did was create a massive cultural transformation. Think about it. Before, you had knowledge trapped in different departments. Now, it's democratized. It's for everyone. Before, you had tedious manual searches. Now, you have instant access. And maybe most importantly, this wasn't some change ordered from the top down. This was collaborative improvement, bubbling up from every single person in the agency.
I mean, this really was a win for everybody. The institution, it gets this amazing, verified knowledge base. The employees, they get to share their expertise, get recognized for it, and learn new skills. The culture, it becomes way more collaborative, breaking down those old walls between departments. And the public, well, they're the ultimate winners because they get a more efficient, more transparent government agency.
There's a quote from the project team that I think just says it all perfectly. This isn't just about preparing data, it's about democratizing the transformation and making every person a protagonist of the change. It wasn't about AI replacing people. It was about technology empowering people to be the heroes of their own story. What a powerful way to think about it.
And all of this really leaves us with one big question to think about. The Eureka project brilliantly solved a data problem, for sure. But maybe, just maybe, it also gave us a sneak peek into the future of work itself. A future that's less about just doing tasks and a whole lot more about playing games.